Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Could Alter the Reality. And yeah guys, it is my own idea and a funny what if as well. There may or may not be a ship or maybe a harem in this one, and aside from that it is going to be a hilarious story. I know I said it was going to be a movie and I did not upload it yesterday. Well, the thing is that I was, busy. There is something big going on behind the scenes that I will reveal shortly, hopefully within the next few months. After that, yeah, everything will return back to how it was normal. But yeah, it's a life-changing decision for me, and that is why I was focused on that. And that is why I have to travel out of city for the past 2 days. So yeah, I'm back now, and for the meantime, I'm going to be uploading, and yeah, I'm going to be uploading on my second channel as well today. Stay tuned for that and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins on the outskirts of Konoha on October 10th in nighttime. To see that a huge fox with 9 tails was roaring and screeching at humans beneath it. And these humans were the villagers of the said village, Konoha Gakure, the shinobis, and they were trying their best to prevent the monster from destroying their home. But so far, they were not successful. Even under the charge of the third Hokage, they were at a loss. They were fighting a losing battle. They needed backup. They needed their Kage back, Minato Namikaze, who on the other side was battling against his own enemy, a man claiming to be Madara Uchiha. And now we see him finally landing a hit on the said person claiming to be Madara and being injured fatally. You did a number on me, Kage. But look behind you. As Minato's eyes widened as he looked behind, as the QB screeched, seeing what was going on. Now choose. Are you gonna pursue after me or gonna go save your pathetic village? You have only one option. Damn it! Damn it all! As Minato disappeared, good choice. But this is not the last of me you have seen. As now we go towards Minato as he arrived at the battlefield, but this time not alone. In his hands was his child who was born today, Naruto Uzumaki, as he placed him on a cement altar and began to prepare the seal. But as the seal became close to completion, we see that the QB, who was now free from the genjutsu placed upon it, returned to its normal state and realized what was going to happen. No! After being hundreds and years of being sealed, I'm not gonna go back into another one. As the demon lunged towards the child, only for the mother and the father to jump in between and get pierced by it. But in the end, they were happy that they were at least able to save their child's life. As now we see baby Naruto's eyes open to see the tear-filled eyes of both his mother and father who appeared. But suddenly something happened. As a bright light emerged, and now we see Minato and Kushina standing there, and the QB, again confused, looked downwards, only to see that it was charging at them again, but this time around, its nail that was going to pierce through them disappeared completely. Taking this as an opportunity, he completed his 8 pentagram seal and was able to seal away the QB as orange chains erupted from the seals that were created on Naruto's stomach and dragged the Biju inside of it, sealing it completely away forever. As now we see Minato fell down to his knees, and so did Kushina. Both of them were pale as white ghosts, as everyone was completely silent. There was no celebration whatsoever. They were all shocked at what has happened. For a mere moment, they could have sworn they all saw that their Kage and his wife had died. But somehow, yet again, they were there, alive and breathing. Minato, did you? Yeah, I still feel it. QB pierced through our bodies. He was gonna go after Naruto and suddenly that white light, as suddenly we see the Shinigami appeared. Shinigami-sama. But I did not use. I know you changed the seal. You were going to use the Hakai Fuyin, but you went with the 8 pentagram seal. I know. And you can thank your kid for that, because he is blessed by Kami herself. What? What do you mean? He has the power to alter the reality as you have witnessed, and only you two are now aware of that. Lead him well, Minato, Kushina, because the whole shinobi system and the shinobi world's future rely upon his shoulder. He can alter it however he wants it to be. As with that message, Shinigami disappeared, as both Minato and Kushina looked at each other and gulped, while smiling and sighing at their kid and picked him up with a soft smile on his face. Our Naruto really is special, huh? Yes, yes he is, said Minato, as Kushina and Minato looked down at the child, unaware of what was going on surrounding them. Hiruzen then said, "What do you mean Naruto is a special child? You mean that this all this happened was because of him? Meaning you two were saved and all?" Uh, no, that was Shinigami who intervened, said Kushina before Minato could respond, as Minato remained quiet as he let Kushina spoke, as he looked towards her with confused expression. Oh, I see. And what did she say? She said that she intervened because, well, she didn't want Konoha to suffer, and because of the seal that was required to ask for help. I don't know, it was kind of a hybrid seal between Pentagram and the Shinigami seal. We'll figure out later about this, but the fact still remains here that we are saved by it. We need to show our compassion. We can show that later, Hiruzen-sama, said Kushina. Now we need to focus on rebuilding and also prepare for funeral for those who have died and perished, fighting valiantly against the monster. Yes, you are correct. A lot of things are needed to be done, Minato. We need to head back to the council room. As now we see, Kushina then said to Minato, Minato, before you go, can I speak to you for a moment? Yeah. As she took Naruto away from Minato and then said, with a serious expression, you're not going to reveal this to them. Alright, but why? Can I ask that? Good. I think that we shouldn't reveal this. This is a huge power. I mean, think about it. What if the elders and the civilian council, what if they come to realize that the power that Naruto holds can turn the scale of balance upside down in itself? They would want to take advantage of it, full advantage. I know what you are saying. You are right. We cannot let the balance in the world that exists go like that. And henceforth this power needs to be kept secret. And Naruto will not be informed until he's of the later age, right? Yes, good. I'll just make something up and tell them. You take care of Naruto. Kakashi, watch over both of them. Hi, Sensei. As now we see, Ananbu appeared there and dropped his mask. Good to see you, Kakashi. Good to see you too, Kushinane-san. And you as well, not Tokun. As now we see, while Kushina was resting, she still had a bad feeling. While on the other side, we go towards Minato alongside Hiruzen, as he finally arrived inside the council chamber, where he saw that his friends were also arriving after being patched up, because they too were busy fighting against the monster, the clan heads. On the other side were the civilian clan and the elders, as the whole council had gathered. This meeting is in session. First of all, congratulations on your first child, Hokage-sama, said the civilians. Thank you. But I believe that is not the matter that we are here to discuss. Yes, Minato. Most of us now worried that since Kushina is no longer the Jinchuriki your child is, what is your future plan going to be? What do you mean by that, Danzo-sama? Said Minato. I mean to say is that, don't get me wrong, in the history of the whole Jinchurikis in Konoha, of the Kyuubi, there hasn't been a single infant Jinchuriki. We are worried that the Biju might override the mind of the kid and take possession of the child's body. That will never happen. And how can you say so? Because Shinigami was involved, said Hiruzen. What? Yes, Shinigami was involved. I saw so myself, for a glimpse, before she disappeared. You don't need to worry about anything. I see. Then that takes the worry away. But the question still remains. He is not only your child now, but an asset of this village. Since he is the Jinchuriki, whether you like it or not, this is how the world works, Minato. So, he needs to be trained properly from early age and needs to be taught to control the power of the Biju, because I have heard that Kumo has been able to tame the 8 tails. The 8 tail has been tamed? Said all of them. Yes, the new Jinchuriki, the brother of the Raikage, newly instated one, It seems like he is the one who has become, as they saying, perfect Jinchuriki, completely synchronizing with the Biju and being even able to transform into the Biju at will. Amazing. Yes, amazing it is indeed, said Danzo, but it is also terrifying when you think about it, that Kumo is on the odds with us, and if we went in on head on with the battle with them, we might not have a chance to survive this time around. As all of them then begin to whisper with one another, Danzo may be right, but Naruto is still young, and we don't have any quarrel with Kumo as of now. There might have been some skirmishes, but we are working towards peace. And it is an unspoken rule, once the village is attacked, no other village is to be invaded into them. And what makes you think that Hiruzen Eva would not take chance at charging towards Minato for this? They can try all they want. I can take care of myself and this village, thank you very much. And we have Will of Fire, the thing that we believe in. That is more than enough for us. So you're saying is that we can believe in a motto that exists from the beginning of this village, not in the reality and the factors. We will fight, Danzo, if it comes to that. We will fight or die trying, knowing fully well that at least we tried. We have pride in ourselves as the villagers of this village known as Konoha Gakure no Sato, the strongest nation in the whole elemental nations. And that is why we should not be afraid of such survival matters. They have their Jinchuriki, who is a complete, as you call it, the perfect Jinchuriki. We might also have that in the future, who knows? But I'm not gonna push my son into something that he doesn't want to do. As all of them agreed, with Danzo being backed down instantly into the corner, he had no choice but to sigh and agree. Alright, fine. Now aside from that, said Hiruzen, another thing that I would like to bring to light, that Danzo ignored completely, the sacrifice of the shinobis from different clans, civilians, as well as none other than those who are fighting in the front lines. We need to prepare a grand funeral for them so that they can be buried properly and sent away. Hi. So what do you think should be the date that is decided for the mass funeral so that everyone has a right to say goodbye to their ones? There are a lot still who are buried in the derbris on the outskirts. Shinobis are still searching out there for those who are alive and those who are buried deep and presumably dead. Hopefully the number will decrease sooner or later. So let's just say, give or take 5 days more, said Minato. So all of you agreed to this? Has all of them agreed? Then it is decided. 5 days from now, a grand funeral will be held. And 5 days later, a funeral was held. As now we see, the whole village was solemn, as all of them were sending away one or at least two of their loved ones away because of the QB attack. And now we see Minato and Kushina standing inside their house after the whole thing was done. I still can't believe that happened. Yes, neither can I. So what now? We need to talk, Kushina. What do you want to talk about, Minato? About Naruto. What? What is it? I think the people in the village, they hate him. What? What gave you that thought? I mean, I have seen some people looking at him as if he was the cause of this, but yeah, I haven't seen any aggression. I saw in their eyes. They wanted to kill our son. If it wasn't for Naruto's power, and we would have been dead, God knows what would have happened. I know. Everything is fine, though. We are here. We are able to protect him, and we are going to protect him, even in the future. That's not the reason why I'm saying this, Kushina. I'm saying this, he's not safe in this environment. What if he grows to hate this village? What? What do you mean? I mean, the people hate him. I have seen it in their eyes. No matter, they don't say anything because out of respect for us, but they still hate him for the Biju and what he has done. What if in the future, because of that hatred, Naruto grows cold and with his powers he destroys them? What then? Then that is their fault. They shouldn't have done that. Kushina, this is not a laughing matter. Please, be serious. Fine. I don't want my son to go down that path, but if it ever comes to that, then I'm supporting him, to be honest. Wait, really? You're not? I am, but still, it is our home. After what happened to your village, and I was orphaned, remember? And this is the only place that I can call home. We are not gonna let that happen, Minato. I promise you that it won't ever come to that. And for that to make sure that it doesn't happen, we are gonna get out of this village. And go where exactly? Said Kushina. You told me that in Uzishio there are some ruins where those were untouched, and yeah, we can go there and maybe stay there. For how long, Minato? 13 years? 15 years? You can't keep Naruto there for his whole life, being scared and paranoid that something bad is going to happen. If it will, we will be there for him. And Naruto, with his abilities, will be able to make proper use of it. And we will be there to teach him that. Aren't we? Yeah. I'm just worried about him, okay? I don't want him to go through the loneliness and the hatred of the villagers. None of them will. I promise. And now we have a time skip of 8 years. 8 years later, we see Naruto being thrown in an alleyway. So this is it, huh, kid? You're not gonna even fight today. Just take your beating, go home, and as usual, not tell your parents. Ugh. You see, the thing is that the boy that you have been beating up was my clone. So yeah, tough luck, I was never beaten. Haha, first of all. And second, what makes you think that I, the real one, will take any shit from you? Any one of you? My parents have told me one thing. And that is, if anyone fucks with you, you make them regret so much that they don't even bother trying anymore. And what makes you think you can do us? Make us shit bricks? That can be doable, and Naruto with a snap of his finger just did that. And literally, piles of brick was being shat from their ass, and it was quite painful. And so much that they started to bleed as well, and they were on the pain they were in a lot of pain on the ground. Now enjoy the suffering, and keep on shitting bricks for the next few weeks. No, wait, stop! As Naruto then went away. That was fun. As finally he reached at a pawn shop. Oh shoot, today's Hinata's birthday as well. Let's just grab that, and that. Ooh, some cinnamon buns. As now we see Naruto arrive at Hinata Yuga's manor, where we see Hinata, who was very much different than usual. She had short hair just like her adult version, and not only that, she was wearing a kimono, a proper kimono, a white one. Ah, Naruto-kun, you're here. And you're late, she said with a cold gaze looking at Naruto. Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to, well, enough. Sit down now. As Naruto then just did that after placing the gifts. And suddenly, we see that Hinata moved towards him and grabbed him by the collar and gave him a kiss. Now that is the sufficient payment for the gifts that you have given me, Naruto-kun. I am going to be assuming that you will be giving me these gifts after our marriage. Wait, what? Yes. Did you not think for a moment that I am willing to marry you once I gave you that pendant? You're still hell-bent on it, huh? Wait, come on, Hinata. Please, at least wait until we're grown up. Fine, I've waited this many years. How about a few more? As Naruto began to chuckle nervously. You see, what happened was, with this Hinata, was that actually, when Hinata was kidnapped at the age of 4 alongside Naruto by, well, the delegation of Kumo or so thought so, Naruto saw that Hinata was scared, and Naruto unknowingly used his power to change her personality to fierce and confident and tactical. And that is why Hinata has turned into the perfect Hyuga, as the whole Hyuga clan called her. Just, loyal, and downright threatening wherever it comes to Naruto-kun. Yep. And Neji, let's just say Neji arrived there. Hey, Hinata-sama. What? She said instantly with a cold gaze, as Neji literally shrieked. Your father is calling you. Nisan, you know that I'm busy with my beloved, right? Yes, Hinata-sama. I apologize. Good. Now go and slap yourself twice, and reconsider what you have done. And go tell uncle that I don't need you pestering around me, as I have said before. I will go now. As now we see Naruto side, you don't have to be mean. He needs to listen, Naruto. I am the lady of this whole clan. And that is the proper punishment as according to by law and rule in our clan. And I don't want you to interfere in it. But once you marry me, you won't move out of the clan or something? No. They want me to stay the clan head even after the marriage. Wait, really? Yes. Okay. That's good. Cool. I'll be leaving then. I won't bother you, as Naruto tried to leave only to be grabbed and shoved down to the ground, as Hinata then grabbed his neck and literally shoved it onto her lap. Now. Just rest, okay? But I need to. I just said rest. Okay, ma'am. As you wish. As Naruto now we see closed his eyes and begin to pretend as he was resting, as he was called into his mindscape. What is it you want, Fox? I'm scared. Can't you see I'm trying to escape? I don't get it. You were the one who did this to her, and now that you know that you have the powers to do this, why? Why are you still allowing this? You can change your personality. Or otherwise, you might be a masochist who like this. As Naruto blushed and looked away. I can't believe this. You really are a masochist. Hey, everyone has their own taste. I mean, come on. You might have some taste of your own, right? Ugh, we don't have taste. We are neutral, remember? Hey, I can give you that genders if you want. How about this? As Naruto slapped his finger as Kyuri was then turned into an adult version of Hinata, but minus the ears and the eyes. Her eyes were red with slits and orange hair, long one with fox ears and 9 tails with a black yukata. And samurai sandals. Wait, what? What the hell? She said in a feminine tone. I always liked furries. Naruto said as he looked at her pervertedly, only to be punched and sent even out of his own mindscape. You perverted idiot, said the girl. As now we see Naruto coming out of his dream in front of Hinata, as she was coldly gazing at him. Naruto-kun, were you thinking about someone else in your dream? No. Actually, Naruto then said something perverted, only to be punched and thrown out of the whole clan compound with a single punch. As now we see Hinata, who was blushing and at the same time looking mad, or trying to be best to look mad. Perverted idiot. But I guess I can let that slide. You call that letting that slide? Naruto yelled out in the air. You literally punched me across the village, lady. As now we see Naruto landing upon a man with silver hair, his sensei, his master, his one and only sensei that he looks upon, Jiraiya. As both of them fell down on the pit in which they called the angels bath in, and only to be beaten by the angels to the point they were both bruised. You know, kid, sometimes I even hate you. Oh, come on there, Sanin. You know that because of my ability you became so stealthy that no one will be able to notice you. So how about it? You got the new manuscripts for the Uchiha Tactics 2.0? You know about the true culture, kid. But nah, it's not prepared yet. Ah, come on there, Sonny. Let me eat it raw. Wait, what do you mean let you eat it raw? I mean, let me read it. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna devour it. Well, it's kind of like that, but with my mind. My gaze is burning through each and every manuscript that you write. Sheesh, kid, you're much more perverted than I ever thought. A great successful transformation of my ideal student that I wanted. Yeah, I get it. And that is when we see two figures standing behind them as they were talking about the ideals of perversity and so on. It was Kushina with her 9-tailed fox mod owned and Tsunade as well. And let's just say they were beaten again, to the point they were beaten to the inch of their life and healed and then brought inside after bandaged up completely from head to toe. Seriously, I can't believe this that Jiraiya, you would teach my son these methods, and you, Naruto, I expected more from you. You're the one who said that go and be your own person. I am being my own person. So, you like this kind of stuff. Who doesn't? Naruto said with wiggling eyebrows as Tsunade literally then chuckled. Even though I hate this, but he's a carbon copy of Jiraiya. As Kushina literally began to look sad. That is what I hate about him. Come on, Gachan. You know I love you. All of the ladies, except for you. You are the most precious one. You know that, right? I know. And that is why I'm gonna move forward with your and Hinata's marriage, said Kushina with a smirk on her face. Wait, what? You're serious? Yes. And she's here to visit you. Wait, what? What do you mean? As the door slammed open. Naruto-kun, I heard that you gotten injured, and I'm here to visit you with cinnamon buns. You know that I can't eat that, right? They are for me. And what did you brought me? Myself. Okay. As Jiraiya then said, good luck, kid. Oh, you're not going anywhere, Sanin. Naruto said with a smirk of his own. As what Jiraiya's heart truly desired was Tsunade, and let's just say Naruto really turned that into reality. Suffer while I also suffer, Sensei. No, no, not like this. What have you done? What have you done? Something that I should have done a long time ago. You, I hate you. I hate you. And let's just say, after that day, Jiraiya's progress was declined to from 20 days a month search to only 2 days a month search, and it was going way too slow. And some of the, well, followers of the book, mainly Naruto, were getting worried. And that is how Naruto's life continued, all the way until, well, the Uchiha Massacre happened. Or did it? Because Naruto reversed everything and, let's just say, forced Itachi to reveal the truth, and Danzo and the elders were arrested and executed after everything was revealed. And now we see that Naruto erased the memories of the Uchiha clans as well, so they won't hold anything against Itachi. Even Itachi's own memories alongside the whole villagers. Only he knew what truly happened. So as for Sasuke, he went from a bag of dicks to a bag of lollipops. I mean, a nice guy, actually. Sorry about that. As now we see, Naruto finally reached at the age of 13 when he was going to continue his shinobi life and career. As he was currently seated with Hinata, who was clinging closely to him and crushing his left arm and stopping his blood supply. Hinata, you're crushing my arm. As literally a bone cracking sound was heard. Shut up. Okay, I guess I can. As suddenly 2 banshees entered the class. Sakura Haruno, Banshee number 1 and the fangirl of Sasuke Uchiha, and Ino Yamanaka, fangirl 2 and Banshee number 2. As they began to scream, Naruto ground. As for Sasuke, he was literally on the verge of crying after seeing them. Please, God, why? Why me? As after that, Naruto then did something. Yeah, let's make them fall in love with that rock over there. As throwing away Sasuke, they fell in love with the rock that was sitting on the other side, on the garden. It's so beautiful. How come we never imagined that? Fuck Sasuke and his duck here. This is the most beautiful thing we have seen. As everyone literally turned white as ghosts, as their eyes were completely wide open. Hey. As Sasuke then said, while shaking violently, yes, finally. Finally, my prayers have been answered. Thank God. As that is how Naruto's shinobi life began. After passing the Genin exams, he was placed with Sasuke, Hinata for some reason, and his sensei was none other than, well, Kakashi Hatake, his Nissan. And as usual, his Nissan was late, so Naruto made sure something happened. More like dogs were chasing after him as he arrived in there instantly while panting heavily and slammed the door shut. You look like you ran a marathon, Sensei, Naruto said with a smirk. Oh, nothing, Naruto. Just ran into an inconvenience. So, what now? What now is that you are all getting kids. And we are gonna go on direct missions from tomorrow onwards. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm beat as it is, kid. I'm not gonna go and do some tests. If anything, I'm gonna take tests on seeing that if I got any, virus after the dog bit me. Where? Where do you think? Kakashi said, indicating that it was his sword and explosive tags. So with that, he disappeared, while everyone was left quite shocked. Okay, I guess we're done here. And after a forceful date with Hinata, Naruto began with his D-rank missions journey, which ended within the course of only 2 weeks when they completed their 40th D-rank mission, which was to grab the cat, which has certainly turned into a statue as Naruto wanted, only to arrive and be back to normal when it was in its owner's hand, which was the daimyo's wife. And the cat's name was Tora, the demon cat. And let's just say, whenever they went, the shinobis, whether civilians, elders, they did a double take to look at the kid. And they were shocked, as they were looking in awe, that a kid was able to catch this demon cat, who has been pestering them for many generations, and it won't even die. And after doing so, we see that Iruka Umino was there, alongside his father. Naruto, and everyone. I'm happy to see you. Your mission was well done, and the daimyo's wife said that she wanted to personally thank you, and that is why she have invited you 1 week later in her, well, palace. Okay. Anything else? Yes. Another D rank missions are waiting for you. Would you like to? Oh, whoa, whoa, calm down, Toho-chan. We have done D rank missions a lot. How about a C rank? Uh, is that alright, Kakashi? Yes, they have done 40 D rank missions which are required, but I think they're still young. They need to do more, said Iruka. Sensei, please. Yes, I would like to test out my new style that I have invented, said Hinata, as her nails started to grow larger and sharper. The new slashing Juken style, as everyone literally chilled, as Kakashi, Minato, and Iruka thought, poor Naruto. As Naruto then said, why are you all looking at me like that? Like I'm going to die or something like that soon. Yes, I would like to know that as well. Nothing. You won't understand. A damn thing even if we tell you. As after that, Tazuna was called, and after a brief introduction, they were sent on their way. While on their way, Hinata noticed something. And while Naruto was busy chatting with the man, she dashed and disappeared. And in an instant, in her hand, a purple line appeared, and she slammed it into the puddle, and literally decimated the two of the demon brothers and tied them up as well. The only person who was able to notice this was none other than Kakashi, as she arrived back in an instant and looked at Naruto with a smile on her face. I won't let anyone harm you. And when they arrived, we see a huge sword coming towards them as Kakashi said duck, only for Hinata to jump and grab the sword and twist it in such a force that it was thrown back. And even the sound barrier itself broke, as only an inches away from Zabuza's face the sword was embedded. 18 trees cut it down into a wall. As we see, Zabuza then said, my oh my, little princess with a brute strength here. We have, haven't we? As Sasuke and Naruto turned pale as white. Hinata, just what kind of training did you do? I asked Guy Sensei to take on the physical training, and he implied seals, and even taught me how to use inner gates, at least up to 6th stage. So I am quite formidably strong if that's you're worried about, Naruto-kun. Okay. Well, I'm fucked. No shit, kid. Hey, stop calling me kid. Kurumi-chan. Naruto said, my name is Kurama, and it's gonna remain that way. She yelled out in his mind. No, you're Kurumi now. As Naruto then did something, as he began to imagine the perverted thoughts, only for Kurumi to yell out loud, stop this instantly, kid, with a blush on her face. Whoa, calm down, I'm just joking with you, but you really are pretty like this. I don't know what you did to me. I didn't have these feelings and this kind of behavior. After turning me into this body, I am being attracted to you. What? What do you say? I have been attracted to you, and I'm willing to work with you, okay? As instantly the whole mindscape changed into that of a forest, and a comfortable one with a hut where she could live. As now we see Naruto was kicked out of his, well, mental shock state, as he finally arrived to see that Zabuza was trying his hardest to pull out the sword from the rock, but so far he was failing. Even the veins from his muscles were popping out. Come on, come out! Damn it, it's not working. As now we see Hinata arrived there, and she grabbed the handle and yanked the sword out instantly, as the whole mountain that the sword was embedded in shattered into a million bits. Now, would you like to have a battle? Or would you like to tell me what you truly want? Yes, ma'am. I want the bridge builder. Can I have him? Why? Why should we hand him over to you? He is our employer after all. Oh, fuck. Sorry, ma'am. Gato, you see, my employer actually wants his head because he's a bag of dicks, and I'm sorry to say this. I didn't intend to be in your path. You can go ahead, and do what you want to do. I'm out of here, sayonara. Can I have my sword back? No, okay, you can keep it, my lady. I'm off, said Zabuza, and robotically moved out of the way. And after moving a few miles away, he dashed and sprinted, never looking back. As Hinata turned towards the man that was standing there, behind Kakashi, whose eyes were also bulging out. Now you, tell me, why did you lie to us? Sorry? As after a slap to the face, Thousand revealed his heartbreaking story only for Naruto to cry. Such sad story. I will help you out, I promise. As now we see, the bridge was close to completion after 1 week of their stay there. Since Zabuza wasn't there, they had nothing to worry about. Let's just say Naruto did something to Gato's hideout that Gato was in a loop now, stuck together. Wherever he went, he will always end up in front of his, hideout and never get out of it. For those who were, kept there, they somehow suddenly appeared in the middle of the forest, where they were retrieved back. But as for Gato and his goons, they were now demised to forever stay there, wandering close to their own hideout, and dying in their hideout. This was the curse Naruto turned their reality into, to make them pay for what kind of crimes they have committed. As now, finally the bridge was complete and they named it the Hinata Hime Bridge, unbeknownst to Hinata because of her cold, fierce personality. As now we see, Naruto finally returned back alongside his team. And once he returned, he was asked on a date where Naruto said he was tired and declined, only for Naruto to be dragged without his will by Hinata. And that is how they bumped into none other than Gaara and Shukaku and his siblings, who were bickering at one another. And let's just say Hinata was having none of it. She even scared the goddamn Shukaku and Gaara away, much to the shock of everyone, while taking Naruto, more like dragging him away. And after that we see their sensei Baki was confronted by Ananbu. You best believe you better not get involved with her while she's with that boy. Why? I know that she's a Yuga and all. She acts like a princess and all, but why? She has the ability to even beat her own clan head, and not only that, our current Kage Minato Namikaze at that age. You want to go against that kind of monster, be our guest, but remember this, you're fucked. Not comically or anything, you're naturally and humbly fucked. And if you want to see to that, or want an improve, go ahead and try so. Yeah, no, I'm good. As after that, we see the Chunin exams arc began. The first part was as in canon, the second part was also thanks to Hinata, save, and Sasuke was able to be saved. And in the third part, the preliminary rounds, Naruto was able to win against Kiba, the same way as in canon. And as for Hinata, she literally bitch slapped Neji on the other side, and won as well. And finally the finals began, 1 month later, when Naruto was properly trained by Jiraiya. And within these finals we see Akatsuki, since their timeline was altered, attack. And not only them, the Otsuzukis also came. And not only them, the Otsutsuki god also arrived, and Kaguya was also there. And that is when Naruto's true power is activated, and everything stopped. He saw the whole timeline of original Naruto, and saw the multiple ones. Within mere seconds, his knowledge arrived. White energy was coursing throughout Naruto's body as his eyes turned white completely with glowing light. As Naruto stopped all of them, reversed, as every destruction that has been caused by them was reversed, as Naruto gathered them with his power and erased them from the all timelines altogether. They were never existent, making them non-existence altogether. As now we see Naruto returning back to his normal self. His once blonde hair was now white from the stems and going upwards, meaning that his hair was two shades now, white and blonde. As he looked at everyone with pale skin now. That took a lot out of me. I'm gonna pass, as Naruto passed out then and there. Now we see Naruto's eyes open, and that was 1 month later. In front of him was Hinata, who was mad at him, but in the end she was happy that her beloved was safe. And when Naruto was introduced to the window, he saw that not only his friends were there, which he assumed were going to be, the whole village was. Not only the village, the other ones as well. Turns out that his father was able to, get the other Kages to agree to come there, and they have witnessed something amazing. They have witnessed the defeat of the enemies. Each and every one of them, even Orochimaru included. They were all erased from the history. Yet they still remember what had happened. They remembered each and every word Naruto said in that state. And once Naruto returned back to normal, no matter how much he said to tell him what he said, they didn't tell him anything, leaving it as a surprise, and Naruto's curiosity to ponder. And as for Naruto, one thing was certain. he was loved by all. And not only that, he has a lot of things to do now, such as be the Kage and marry his, well, future wife, which he was certainly not looking forward to. Fast forward 10 years later, we see Hinata turns out to be the next Kage, Naruto being her assistant. Oh, come on, why not me being the Kage? Well, you're not fit to be Naruto, and you're my assistant. You'll be close to me, and this way I can keep a close eye on the other hussies who try to get to know you better. Okay, Hokage-sama, whatever. As the Kage, it is my first order you sit on my lap now, and kiss me. What? What now? If you're going to defy, I might use my personal anbus on you. Wait, what? Seriously, that is not cool. That is abuse of power. And with a snap of a finger, anbus arrived. Now. Okay, as the anbus disappeared, we see Naruto literally did as he was told, only for one anbu to giggle, and fell down. It was their sensei, who after being the 6th Hokage returned back to being an anbu, because he wanted to, well, enjoy his retirement as an acting shinobi again, which was quite weird. And as for Jiraiya, he was still out wandering there, uploading more like, making the new Uchiha Tactics 37 module, which was going to come out soon. Poor Naruto. He was able to change the realities, but whenever his wife was involved, he couldn't do shit. God damn it, he loved the woman, and that is why he let him boss around, because it was a huge turn on for him. He really was a perverted masochist in the end, who enjoyed being pushed around, but to some extent. But this pushover had an extreme power as well, and a great secret. He was hiding from his wife. He also had another wife, which was, well, thankfully, in another dimension, Kyubi no Yoko, or Kurumi as Naruto named her now. Naruto lived happily ever after with both of them, because he has the power to change the reality to make sure that it does see to it. And this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And stay tuned for a short story on my second channel as well. It will be uploaded soon there. Anyways, this is Apollo, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!